Another edition, and my name is Art, and the question on the table is, this typhoon which is heading towards Fukushima, is it going to create a lot of damage? And here's our commentator.
Yes, it will create serious damage. Not fatal damage. I don't see the remainders of the reactors falling into the sea, but yes, serious damage, and there will be substantially more radiation leaked into the environment and leaked into the Pacific Ocean. The Ebola crisis has taken the eyes of the world off of Fukushima. Actually, a lot of things, Ukraine and Syria, have taken Fukushima off the news map, but it should continue to be in the news map because it will be affecting the North American continent for hundreds of years, and solutions need to be found so that radiation doesn't continue to leak into the Pacific and kill the food chain.
Well, that's already happened. A lot of people are saying that that's why the fish are dying along the coast, and that there's just no more fish, no more sardines.
Well, there is marine life left, and if we keep running radiation into the Pacific, there won't be any. Yes, it has killed and mutated a lot of different species, but there is no political will right now to solve the problem. The United States should be leaning very heavily on Japan. All of the civilized nations should be leaning very heavy on Japan, and they're not.
Right, and that means what happens is that nothing's going to change except it's going to get worse. I mean, they don't have a solution. They're not focusing on it. They're basically just not talking about it.
Exactly.
But besides that, when you say this extra damage, the one thing that people are really concerned about is the fuels which are stored in the pools, which are high up on the buildings. Do you see any of them collapsing?
I don't see buildings collapsing, but I see more severe structural damage that can cause collapse, and the Fukushima radiation has the potential of killing more people than the Ebola virus. At least the Ebola virus, we're seemingly making plans to contain it. Fukushima, we're not.
Well, the Fukushima is much slower acting and more completely invisible.
Exactly. So in terms of person hours of life lost, Fukushima is more dangerous than Ebola. Over the course of time, I mean, it might take 25 more years, but people will get cancers and their immune systems will fail, and they will be much more susceptible to viral diseases and pandemics like Ebola.
So what do you mean, what will take 25 years?
For the cancers to start appearing in Japan and on the west coast of the United States, wherever the radiation has traveled.
Okay, well, I'd like to go into that more in a further additional show. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you soon.